Previously on Infra, Mark didn't sit down to check out this menu and discovered that the cafeteria had apparently shut down after serving Aziz kebab as the special. Let's go back to the near future. Wherever Mark goes, everything gets wet. He's that kind of guy. Wait, no, I didn't mean piss. This video may feature more motion blur than usual, although I didn't change any of the graphics settings in Infra. I did stick in a new video card. Good old fail. And the new card was too big for the case, so I had to get a new one. Red lights on the wall. Just how bad is this place for my balls? Okay, it's slightly dangerous. Good thing I'm wearing a helmet.
I found the generators. I'll try to get them running.
Failing that, I'll enter them in a swimming competition. If you remember the previous power plants, it's not enough to simply start the generators. Yeah, they have to be synchronized. Is this the first time the game gives me a proper manual for the synchroscopes? The stupid way to make this work is to try and balance it until the needle is perfectly still on the red line. You really don't have to do that. You can get away with just adjusting it until it's close enough, and then the breaker locks it in. And now I'll do it again. So, the PC upgrade story. When I swapped all the parts from one case to another, the system wouldn't boot. And then it took me a whole day to figure out how the whole boot thing was set up on my computer back at the store, and discover the marvels of the extensible firmware interface. Wait, I was pressing the wrong button here. Oh yeah, it's writing itself, looks like. Anyway, yay, I'm no longer running things on a 7-year-old card. Infra, you know, this isn't even a puzzle, this is hair-splitting. Come on, move.
Generators are online.
You'll need to make your way to the reactor hall next. You'll need to go through 2 sets of blast doors, and you should find an elevator.
Okay, let's go look for that elevator. I hope it hasn't run off somewhere, and is not a hallucination induced by the kebab. So, where to now? Well, this appears to be a completely pointless area. Okay, the alarm is still in the slightly elevated radiation levels stage. Oh, and here is a secret photo. I don't really need it. The very first photo in the level put me over the 90% mark and the achievement popped. More beer. Beer always finds a way. Alright, let's see what's up with the reactor. The guide says this is the point where the level begins to branch into different endings, so yeah, I'll save, but I don't think it's going to matter though.
I'm in the elevator.
Now listen closely. In the hall you're about to enter, you will be exposed to radiation, so we'll need to act fast. In the hall you're entering, there will be 2 pumps. You'll have to find them and get them both running. They were being serviced just before the flood, so it might be you'll have to do some engineering.
Got it.
Yep, let's do some engineering on a rapidly failing nuclear reactor. This is a timed sequence, but I still stop to look for a spot of bad concrete under the ceiling. Oh, I am going to need some fuses here. Right, I think I'm ready to go look for some pumps. There's a control room sort of area up there. Well, not on the ceiling, no. In the glass balconies. But the pumps are down below. I failed this sequence a few times on my first run. So, I think I remember it.
Mark, not to alarm you, but the radiation levels are rising. You'll need to hurry.
So that pump number 1 is dead. And I need to fix it with 2 fuses. I'm not alarmed. I'm not alarmed, I continue to insist as I shrink and turn into a pool of organic fluid. Nope, I still have to hit that button at the top, and then come back here. It just had to be a spiral staircase.
Mark, the radiation's getting pretty intense. How are the pumps coming along?
Alright, that's pump 1 done. The other one is the hard one. Yeah, the other pump is definitely designed to kill you on the first attempt, because for starters its door is locked. Why not?
I still have 9 packs of batteries left. That makes 10 packs of camera batteries.
This is the starter button for the pump. I have no idea how I found it so quickly. There's a strange room near the rod room. There's beer in the pool. And some idiot ordered dynamite. And there's a serious problem both with the pumps and the controls of this reactor. And now I have the key to pump number 2, so it should be all I need. Is there a fuse missing too? Fuck. Okay, let's go look for one more fuse before I melt down.
You'll need to hurry. You don't have much time.
Wait, no, this is where I took the first two fuses from. Maybe there's some on the office side? Yes. How much worse can this alarm get? Now the button and back down.
Make your way to the control room and activate the reactor pool emergency fill.
Run, Mark, run! I did see something control room-ish. Upstairs. That must be it. Unfortunately, this doesn't mean that the whole rising radiation levels element never comes up again. But I think it's gone for now. The alarm level is dropping. Let's keep going. There is a photo I missed. No, not here. Ah, yes. The dynamite.
Interesting.
Why the fuck would you order it here? Or even let it in? Right, where was the exit? Oh no, I entered this hall from the other side. What next?
Alright, so that was the easy part. What you'll need to do next is go under the reactor and manually insert the control rods into the reactor core to shut it down. You can see why I asked if you were willing to risk your lives for this. We should be fine, but only if you do it quickly. Let me know once you're ready, and I'll open the blast doors.
Yeah, still taking pictures. I'm surprised the camera is functional. What was that? Oh, it's wet. And a spot of bad concrete. And now the ultimate ending. Yes, it's here.
You still up for this?
I found this door with a keypad next to the reactor. What is this?
Please stay away from there.
You wouldn't happen to know the code.
Do us all a favor and stay away from that door.
What are you hiding?
What are you talking about, Mark?
I know what happened to those missing metro passengers all those years ago. I've also seen a videotape that proves Jeff Walker was being blackmailed. It wouldn't surprise me if the power plant was also in on this.
What? Those are some pretty bold claims. How would you know all of this?
I've been in the bunker where they are keeping the train wreck. I have the photographs and documents to prove everything.
How did you get in there? And how are you still alive?
Nobody's been there for a long time. They abandoned the project.
You seem to know a lot of things. I'll give you that. Why didn't you ask your boss for the door code?
What is he talking about?
I should confess something. I made a great deal a long time ago. I promised to bring any information related to the SNW project to a certain someone.
I can't believe it. So that's why you wanted me to photograph all those documents.
That deal helped me to get this job, and I kept all that information to myself until someone hacked our server and we lost all the data. The door code is 0489. I don't know what you'll find inside, so be careful.
We'll have to talk about this once this is all over.
We do. I'm sorry for not telling you anything.
So this is the reward for trolling the entire game for collectibles. Let's see if it's worth it. I mean, apart from getting the behind-the-scenes achievement. That's a curious map.
Fascinating.
It looks like many secrets I've found were already known.
Interesting.
Remember the bunker? Well, there was another project there, the SMV. The mushroom disease is either the bioweapon they developed or something they started their research from. Yeah, bioweapons! Now the guide says there is a collectible here, and I miss it. It's a small jar on top of the box under the table. I even have the camera focus on it and I still miss it. That alarm is distracting.
I still have 9 packs of batteries left. That makes 10 packs of camera batteries.
So, what else is here? Aliens? Oh, great, someone was shitting shrooms.
My name is Sven Oos. I was one of the leaders of the SNW project. This project was doomed from the start. It was so badly planned that I should have realized how it was going to end. Instead of trying to get everyone working together voluntarily, they just forced everyone into this mess. I thought I was doing something good. But then that Metro accident changed everything. I found out there were so many things that no one told me. Everything I knew about the project was wrong.
It's too late. We need to get out of here.
Biological weapon sold it to the highest bidder.
Alright, this is the final puzzle in this version of the ending. I must make a pattern matching the default setting. It's difficult to see how the buttons are set on this panel. Like they're just all red. And there's also an extra button or two already pressed in, and you need to unpress them. Okay, one more time. Now I notice there is a huge indicator panel with lights above the buttons, and they do show the colors. but still, overall, this is a pretty terrible experience. And sometimes aiming at a button and hitting a key doesn't actually trigger the button. And now I can't even see what the color the panel is showing. Attempt number 4.
Controls are back. You did it! Now we can operate the control rods from here. Yes! The reactor is cooling down! We did it!
Yes!
I can't believe it.
I have a suggestion. Let's load the quick save I made earlier.
You still up for this?
I found this door with the keypad next to the reactor. What is this?
Please stay away from there.
You wouldn't happen to know the code.
Do us all a favor and stay away from that door.
What are you hiding?
What are you talking about, Mark?
I know what happened to those missing Metro passengers all those years ago. I've also seen a videotape that proves Jeff Walker was being blackmailed. It wouldn't surprise me if I know why your controls were locked.
What? Those are some pretty bold claims. Can you disable it?
I've been in the bunker where they are keeping the train wreck. I have the photographs and documents to prove everything.
How did you get in there? And how are you still alive?
Nobody's been there for a long time. Pay attention to the project.
The controls room seem to know a lot of things. I'll give you that. Why didn't you ask? Yes! The reactor is...
What is he talking about?
I
Yes!
can't believe I made a great deal a long time ago. I promised to bring any information related. You did an excellent job today. I have no words to describe.
I can't believe it. So that's why you wanted me to photograph up.
I think it's high time that deal helped me to get this. Just head for the elevator, and the helicopter is waiting for you on the roof.
Finally, what a fucking day. Full of endless tunnels closed.
The door code is 0489.
Excellent work. If you ever want a job in a nuclear power plant,
We'll have to talk about it.
there might be a manager position opening up.
We do. I'm sorry for not telling you earlier, Mark.
Holy shit, that was amazing. A shame about the goddamn teddy bears line being cut, but still. That spliced dialogue was something. I still keep the flashlight out. This is one of the better lit areas of the game. Yeah, there are still photos. Well, one last photo. I've got all the achievements for repairs, photos, documents, and geocaches. So now it's time to evacuate and call it a day. I could look around and take in the sights, but I think I'll do it in the next video.
Mark, get in.
No, I want to see the pilot first. Okay, it's over.
That was something incredible you pulled off down there. I'm glad to have you with us.
Good job, Mark. I knew you could do it.
I have to admit, that was a pretty good job you did back there.
Wait, don't go away. The credits roll is short and there is a post-credits level. It's Mark's home. So, technically the game is not over, but I'll share my thoughts anyway. Infra is clearly a labor of love. Like, it's far from perfect and some parts are frankly pretty bad, but it has a consistent idea behind it. And sometimes it works really well, and produces memorable set pieces. Other times it's a pain in the ass. I'm still happy it exists, because it's a unique experience. Also, it was a pretty bold move to make a novel-sized walking sim-style game, when most of the genre sticks to short stories or collections of them. Although it does drag on in some places. I kinda wish they made a sequel, with a central base and missions on separate maps around the city. Like say, the Olympics is coming to Stalberg. Let's check out the infrastructure. And then you roam the city, spotting issues and unlocking better gear, like gas sensors and rubber boots and stuff, and get into more areas. Anything to remove the transit levels. There we go. Who the fuck is calling so late? Oh, it's the boss.
Hey Mark, I hope I didn't wake you. How's your vacation going?
No, I was already up. It's good. It's nice to have a bit of peace and quiet after all that happened.
That's nice to hear. Actually, I called you because we need your help. We were offered a job to investigate Whiprock Island. You know, the old prison and its surroundings. If you ever get tired of being on vacation, just come by the office and we'll talk more.
Get tired of vacation? I have to think about it.
Good. And Mark, it's good to have you. We would all be worse off if it wasn't for everything you did. Take care now, and enjoy the rest of your vacation. You've earned it.
I will. I'll see you later.
Was Mark sleeping in his vest?
I wonder if there's anything on TV. Where did I put the remote?
This is the letter from the thankful duck lover. He's sending the ducks over to Mark. I wish I could find some lights to use. But now this level is going to stay dark. In my first playthrough, I had to use a guide to find this remote. I'm serious. And Mark is still missing the reflection. Oh, crap, it's the Beer Master Diploma. Mark has a diploma for drinking 5 bottles of beer. Don't you wish you had one? Hey, Rob has sent Mark a gift. And he's working with Robin now, fixing his mistakes. Ooh, that's a full-time job, I guess. Carly's apologizing and warming up to Mark. Stop drinking that poisonous beer. Oh, yeah, fair chance. A letter from the hackers who are grateful for Mark's exposing the conspiracy. They're offering Mark a job as the work on the SMV may still be going on behind the scenes. Yeah, the mushroom disease. And this is from the boss, apologizing for his involvement in the conspiracy. He's not getting fired somehow, and he still hasn't been assassinated. Okay, so where is Rob's gift? I had to work for that one. Of course, Mark has a sauna. I can't reach the beer. Oh, this is hell. Come on, where is the gift? What was it? A moonshine still?
I'm so glad that I got this coffee maker from Rob.
There we go. I wish I could see it properly. You know, the switches are properly modeled. Why don't they work?
Yeah, it's damn good coffee. They did a good job. Well, that didn't taste any different.
Reading newspapers in the dark. Love it. Stahlberg Water is now publishing daily reports on the water quality and promises to fix all the shit. I don't know how the other articles on the page are relevant, though. Hey, they're reopening the national park. At the dam, remember? Not funny, game. I suppose we're not in Finland after all. And the newspaper said Stahlberg was the capital of this country. Shit paper. And what's the next item? Someone's found Mark's credit card, which doesn't work anymore, and sent it to him. I don't remember losing it. He's going to come by with some friends to negotiate a reward. Uh-oh.
It's damn cold here.
Oh yeah, come to think of it, this doesn't look like August. Alright, the TV, the real conclusion of Infra.
Two Gorges Dam collapsed last year following years of neglected maintenance. Construction work on rebuilding the dam was supposed to finish later this year, but following several delays, Stahlberg Construction Group's new estimates now put the completion over 3 years away. Repair work on the Bergman tunnels continue. These tunnels caused a shock in August when a collapse in one part of the tunnels set off a chain reaction that wreaked havoc all over Stahlberg. According to the local company, National Consulting Group, who performed a survey of these tunnels, the tunnels were in extremely poor condition and hadn't been maintained for years, despite their vital importance to the city. The tunnels are now being repaired, and all maintenance in the future will be conducted by National Consulting Group. The beer manufacturer Osmo Olut has bought the Walter Tower skyscraper from the center of the city and plans to turn it into their new headquarters. The beer trade has been expanding in the last few years, and the company is doing better than ever. The aptly named Walter Tower used to be the headquarters of Walter Corporation, but fell into disuse after their CEO, Jeff Walter, went missing several years ago. Earlier this month, shocking photographs surfaced of a Cold War bunker beneath the city. These photographs seemed to suggest that the people who went missing during the infamous metro accident during the Cold War were being held in this bunker against their will. Alongside the photographs, a list of people associated with the events in the bunker was published. Following the declassification of the SNW documents, an independent investigation was launched on the matter, and is now nearing completion. Several people have already been relieved from their duties, and are now facing trial for treason. The punishment for treason is a life sentence. A number of condemning documents regarding Stahlberg city officials has been published. The scope of these documents is extensive and they have already brought corruption charges upon many officials. Among these documents were also audio recordings and photographs that seemed to suggest that the local billionaire, Jeff Walter, who was widely disliked in Stallburg for his later actions, was at the time being manipulated by the government. Further investigation is still ongoing. Mayor Altmaier has resigned in the face of these accusations. That's all for tonight. I hope you all have a good evening, and we'll see you in the morning on Stallburg News Network.
Was she reading this at gunpoint? Oh, I love cooking with Ramsay Bolton for 50 minutes. Oddly enough, I did not get a new achievement for beating the game, because apparently I found enough photos in my first run to trigger the best outcome achievement. So I suppose I'll have to use Chapter Select to record the other endings for a slightly different epilogue. And here I'll just point out that the in-game timer has been broken ever since the end of Chapter 9. Like, there is save slot 1, 16 hours 38 minutes, and I've been going past that since the beginning of the boat level. Next up, the end.